episode again, y'all. I said, now where's Sheila at? These folks been steady sneaking around kissing and she nowhere to be found. Now first she was doing all these pop-ups and stuff. But now she hasn't. Now she hasn't. And I said they be missing the perfect opportunity to have her walk in. I said, now who gonna tell how she gonna find out? Cause it's been one too many times now. But Deacon told Taylor that he don't want Sheila at the end of the episode. He wants her. But he didn't tell Sheila that. I was waiting on him to do it, but he did not. Steffi told Rich about Taylor and Deacon at the end of the episode. Brooke says she misses Katie. And Liam. Liam already looked like he finna get ready to snitch, y'all. Like he finna tell what he knows. Hope and Brooke was questioning him about Katie's lead designers, and he just look, he was just thinking about what to say and stuff. I was like, I said, might as well go and tell it, because you're gonna tell it eventually anyways. But yeah, Bill had told him not to say anything. I said, shoot, it's as good as told. It's as good as told, because Hope already looked like she know that he's hiding something. She definitely was looking at him that she looked at Brooke. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another video. This is for the Bold and Beautiful February the 5th, 2026. First things first. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. What y'all think of the episode? So, okay, Steffi and Finn, they were just talking about Taylor and whether or not she gonna listen and stuff and how she feels about Steffi and the kids versus Deacon. And Steffi was just concerned. She was worried. She was talking about the ultimatum that she gave Taylor and stuff. She said she had to do what she had to do. She said she needed to talk to somebody. So that's when she ends up going to talk to Ridge at the end of the episode. And she was like, it's about, he was saying something about he could tell that something's off. And she was like, it is with her mom. And she was like, she's seeing somebody. He was like, well, you know, that's a good thing. And she was like, he's married. And he told my son, it's not ideal. I said, that's because you like to mess around with folks who married and in relationships, don't you, buddy? That's because you foul, don't mean everybody else foul. But yeah, he told us it's not ideal, but you know what? I thought he was going to be like, oh, that's not good or something. Then she proceeds to say, the man that's married is married to Sheila. It's Deacon. And he was like, Deacon? She's seeing Deacon or whatever. And that was the end of their scene. And I was like, man, they having the wrong people find out. Sheila needs to find out. I want to see how she react. I want to see if she really changed or if she the same Sheila. I want to see what she gonna do. Because this been too many times now. And then, what? Is it nighttime? Was it nighttime? Because Deacon told me so he had to see her and everything. He done popped up to me. I just had to see you. I couldn't get you off my mind. I said, Sheila, your husband's acting very suspicious. He acting very suspicious. Ain't that much gratitude in the world. She told me, so I think I know who, what you're thinking about, or should I say who? Taylor. And I said, yeah, you right, but you wrong at the same time. You making it seem like, oh, like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. To my son, she's still grateful for her and everything. I said, you fool. I said, Sheila, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. I said, no, Sheila, you got it all wrong. You got it wrong for real. But yeah, what happened after that? They was talking about it. She was like, it's a good thing that he's seeing a therapist and stuff because most people just keep their emotions bottled up and everything. She still talking about how Taylor has done so much for the both of them or whatever. Because at first he tried to lie like what was on his mind was the restaurant, but he was still thinking about Taylor. Like Taylor was thinking about him. Taylor was thinking about the ultimatum that Steffi gave. She was like, she can't lose grandkids and Steffi, but she don't want to lose Deacon either. And that's when he showed up. And she was like, what are you doing here? Or whatever. He got to expressing his feelings to myself. He want to kiss her so bad or whatever. I said, where's she lit? I was waiting on them to show. Y'all know how sometimes they'll show the door open. And they usually let you know that somebody finna get ready to come and see it or whatever. But it didn't look like the door was open to me. But yeah, he told me he want to kiss her so bad. She got to talk about Steffi. He was like, maybe she's bluffing. And she was like, no, she's not bluffing. I said, Steffi definitely ain't bluffing now. She wanted to say what she mean. She mean what she said. She already done told her. She was like, I nipped that in the bud with Finn. Because she did, literally. But yeah, so then he was like, she was not the one I want to be with. I always care about her and want what's best for her and everything. But she's not the one that I want to be with. You are. I dream with you and everything. Next thing you know, they kissing. They kissing and stuff. And I was like, Sheila, all the pop-ups you done did, you need to be popping up. You need to be popping up. I said, I wonder how long they finna drag this before Sheila finds out. Is she going to find out by the time they end up hitting the sheets? Because apparently Deacon not going to tell her that he wanted a divorce. Excuse me, because Taylor still talking about, so she already know the risks and everything in regards to Sheila, because Sheila dangerous. You apparently not. You still kissing to a man. They still married. It don't matter. He said out his mouth that he don't want her. He ain't told her that. They still married. They literally still married or whatever. But yeah, what else? What else happened? Taylor was thinking about what Steffi said. Deacon was zoned out. Ridge said maybe Eric done with that life design because they were talking about how Ridge offered him to come back, but he hasn't come back. He hasn't been able to get in touch with him, so maybe, he done with the whole designer thing and everything. I said, it kind of seemed like they finna get ready to try to ask him to come back. Bill ends up reminding Liam to keep his mouth shut. I said, shoot, as soon as he got there, he over here, he acting. I said, now, if you know how to keep it a secret that you cheating and stuff, you know how to keep your mouth shut about who Katie Lee designer is. What he said, nah, I don't even think I wrote it down. I was like, look at him. He about to give up the information already. But yeah, Bill was reminding him to keep his mouth shut. Ridge worried that Eric too proud to come back if he asks. Hope came in talking about something. She think the friction between Brooke and Katie will be over. It'll go away if Katie chose a different name. Once again, y'all can't tell this lady not to use that name. She got the same name. The same name, and now they got the legal rights to it. But yeah, Sheila wants to know what's going on, said he thinking about Taylor. Taylor don't want to walk away from Deacon. Bill talks about how much they'll make as a communication company if they bring the story about Eric working with them and the behind the scenes and everything. I said, see, you knew he had a ulterior motive. But yeah, somebody saying, oh, what's it called? The buzz and stuff that they'll get as a company and stuff once the truth comes out. And I said, if Liam don't tell it, shoot. I said, if he don't tell it. Fanny and Steffi talk about if Taylor would listen to Steffi. Sheila was happy that Deacon talked to somebody. I said, nah. Deacon, don't get scared now. I said, don't get scared now, Sharp. Tell her the truth. Tell her what's going on. Brooke said that she misses Katie. She kept saying that she told Liam and Hope that too, that she missed her sister and all this other stuff. And neither one of them basically want to do the right thing. And I said, I don't know. I don't know at this point. Y'all know how I feel about the whole trademark situation. If they had it, they should have been able to keep it. Hold on. But apparently they don't know the same. Didn't they say at first, because didn't Katie say something about Logan, the name, she had revealed her company name, and then she said, they were saying that Brooke uses that name and stuff, and she was like, nuh-uh, Brooke don't use that name, or whatever, she uses something else, that's not the same name. But then when Carter and Liam racing to get the name, apparently they did have the Logan name. So I was like, I don't know at this point. I don't know. It's just their reaction to everything. It's the fact that Ridge keeps saying that she'll be a failure. She's gonna be a failure and everything. But yeah, what else about that? It was something else. Like I said, when Hope and Brooke came, they was talking about Eric's retirement, and Leon just Leon just on the edge of his seat. He just thinking about Bill saying that he can't say anything or whatever. I said, might as well go and tell a snitch. But yeah, they started questioning him. So I said, if anybody would know, it'll be you. You'd be the first person to know. So he's like, what? No, what? Or whatever. You giving it away. Shoot, might as well tell it. You giving it away to my son. Tell what? And he just acting very guilty and suspicious. And Hope would look at Brooke. Brooke would look at Hope. And they was like, we're going to get it out of him. We going to know. Asking if he knew about the lead designer or whatever. He's like, no, whatever. And I was like, dude, please. But yeah, Steffi came in the office. Ridge was I think he was trying to text Eric, but Eric not responding. Excuse me. Ridge ends up saying that something's off, and Steffi was like, it is something off with my mom. He was like, what's going on with Taylor? So that's when she told about her seeing a married man, and he was like, it's not ideal, but what? And then she told about Deacon. What's that the last thing? Let's see. Hope and Brooke want to know who Katie hired, and Liam already looking guilty. Steffi tells Ridge that Taylor seeing somebody he's married is Deacon. Deacon tells Taylor that he wants her, he dreams of her. And the last thing that they showed was Taylor and Deacon. Lord Jesus. Taylor and Deacon kissing or whatever. And I was like, Sheila, hello. I said, they miss every opportunity to expose the truth. But that's it, that's all. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Hold on, wait, let me see what this is. I need to start clicking on stuff, huh? Q&A poll. What else they got up on here? They got some type of little light thingy. A microphone. I think that's everything, y'all. Oh, I could, instead of uploading the shorts separate, they got a little thing where you can edit it. Okay. But that's it, y'all. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next video. Until next time, deuces, have a great rest of the day and be safe.